Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
The topic that we are going to discuss now is NEX CAR 19. What is this NEX CAR 19? It is India's first indigenous CAR T-cell therapy. So what is this CAR T-cell therapy? What is T-cell and what kind of cell is it? All these details we must have to understand. Let us get into the details. So, President of India recently launched India's first indigenous anti-cancer CAR T-cell therapy, that is NEX CAR 19. Where was it launched? It was launched at IIT Bombay. Okay. So, what is this CAR T-cell therapy? It stands for chimeric antigen receptor. Chimeric antigen receptor, that is CAR T-cell therapy. Okay, and then T-cell is being employed here. And then here it is clear that it is anti-cancer therapy. So it is a type of cancer immunotherapy that uses patient's own T cells. So the patient's own T cells are used. They are genetically modified. Those T cells are genetically modified in the laboratory setup. Why? To enhance their ability to locate and destroy cancer cells. So locating and destroying cancer cells is my objective here, because our immune system at times will not locate and destroy the cancer cells, thus leading to proliferation of cancer cells. But this will not be, this will be hindered by CAR T-cell therapy. Okay. Now let us understand how does the therapy works, the working. So here T cells are white blood cells. They are a type of white blood cells that are responsible for identifying and fighting illness and infection. So the responsibility of T cell is to identify and fight any illness or infection. And each T cell has a receptor in it which can recognize antigens. Okay, that is protein or molecules that is recognized by the immune system, that is called as antigen, and they will be having a receptor. And here we are going to modify this receptor, that is what is chimeric antigen receptor, CAR. Okay, so cancer cells may have antigens that immune system does not recognize to be abnormal, allowing cancer to evade the immune response. Sometimes this might happen. So our immune system necessarily may not affect certain type of cancer cells because they cannot recognize the receptor. Okay, so they will not be having the receptor. So CAR cells are genetically engineered in the lab to express a new receptor that can bind to cancer cells and effectively kill them. That is the reason why it is becoming famous, CAR therapy. So what is the process involved in it? First is we need to collect T cells. How? The blood is drawn from the patient's arm and then the T cells are separated from the blood using apheresis machine. Okay, and then engineering T cells. I'm collecting T cells and then I have to engineer or modify the T cells. How am I going to do it? So in a laboratory, these T cells are modified by adding manufactured chimeric antigen receptor, CAR, and then they are allowed to multiply and grow. After enough CAR cells are prepared, they are injected back into the patient's arm, that is infusing CAR T cells. And in this process, even chemotherapy can be integrated. So chemotherapy may be recommended before CAR cell therapy to enhance the treatment's effectiveness. And then this process can take place in outpatient infusion center or in the hospital setting itself. Anything can be done. This is the CAR T cell therapy process. So this is how it is done. Blood sample is collected and then it is reprogrammed. Why? To insert these receptors. These are all the receptors that has been introduced to the CAR cells, to the T cells, and then they are multiplied. After multiplication, they are infused back into the person, and then here it will effectively attack cancer cells. So this is CAR cell therapy. So this CAR cell therapy is effective against certain types of cancer especially when other treatments are ineffective, and it is currently FDA approved for treating hematological malignancies, that is leukemia, lymphoma and multiple myeloma. Okay, hematological means one which is related to the blood related cancers, that is leukemia, white blood cancer, lymphoma, lymph cancer, and then multiple myeloma. All these can be addressed with the help of CAR cell therapy. And this next CAR that India has indigenously developed is designed to target cancer cells carrying CD19 protein. Okay, there are cancer cells which carry this protein, and in these cases this next CAR 19 will be most effective. And then this CD19 is actually a marker on the cancer cells, and this technique will enhance the precision in treatment, and it has been developed jointly by IIT Bombay and Tata Memorial Center. All these details are very important. CAR cell therapy, I hope it is clear. And then what is its effectiveness? So approximately 70% of the patients respond to this NextCAR 19 treatment, with some achieving even complete remission from the cancer. Okay, and then lab and animal studies indicate low drug related toxicities. Okay, so there is low drug related toxicities when it comes to this therapy. Okay, and the trials for pediatric patients at present, only for people above 15 age this is possible, but the trials for pediatric patients is underway at Tata Memorial Hospital, ensuring broader applicability in future. Okay.